Last Thursday, Premier Doug Ford held a press conference to announce that the provincial government will soon table legislation to ban the use of speed cameras. Now, this has not sat well with many in municipal governments, including that of Halton Hills. When I spoke with Mayor Lawlor about it, she was quite firmly on the other side of the automated speed enforcement argument, with proof from her own municipality.
We just introduced our system in April in Halton Hills, and boom, it worked right away. It was almost instantaneous, the impact that it had on speeding. And that's the whole point of this, is to get people to slow down. And speed cameras work. What we found, our first month was April this year. We have only one camera, and one camera, that's it. We installed it as a bit of an experiment. It was a pilot program. We announced it as the province has instructed us to do. We had to sign up for 3 months saying, this camera is coming. Here's your warning. If you speed, you're going to get a ticket. So for 3 months, we were telling people it was coming. So in April, it launched. And in April, we had close to 9,000 speeding tickets, incidences, that were identified by the camera. Well, people started paying attention. In July, we had a third the number of speeding incidences at that very same camera. It went from 9,000, close to 9,000, to just over 3,000. Well, what does that tell you? That tells you that the cameras are working. And they're only placed in areas where speed is a significant issue for safety. So we have them outside schools. We have them in high traffic areas. We have them where it has been a problem. We have them where I get calls all the time from people who live in the neighborhoods saying, we've got to slow people down, Mayor. This is dangerous. So I hear the people who are upset by this. In fact, I was called out on morning talk radio. One of our local hosts, he's probably a friend of yours, he yelled at me on the radio because he got a ticket on one of our streets. He lives in the area, and so he was mad. But I know the guy, and he's a bit of a brat. And I go,
Now you're calling him out.
well, yeah. And well, if he's yelling at me on morning radio, I gotta call a spade a spade. So anyway, he got a ticket, he got dinged, and now he's saying it's my fault because he's got to pay a ticket for breaking the rules. Well, Bud, the point is, speed cameras work, and I'm a bit befuddled by what the province seems to be proposing as the solution.
So one of the concerns, Mayor Lawlor, that has been said by the Premier is that this is a cash grab for municipalities. Now, I'm curious with, it's one camera that you had, but there is a significant amount of tickets there. That money that was collected by the town of Halton Hills, what was it used for? What is it being used for?
Well, it's all allocated to road safety. Mm-hmm. It is all going to add those speed bumps. It is all going to make sure that those signs are in place. It's all going to be invested in front of our schools, which are very dangerous places often because of the number of kids and cars and so forth that are traveling around in a small space, everybody in a hurry. And so those funds are absolutely being channeled right back into road safety to ensure that other areas are kept safe.